Welcome back to This Isn't Fenny Anymore. I saw this video. It was actually introduced to me by a friend that's trying to help me locate the treasure, an Indian friend I have named Chandra, who, we kind of talked about different philosophies and strategies and, going out and finding the treasure and splitting it. And this video that was recommended to me, literally blew my mind. It's almost like finding out Santa's not real. And it's about Forrest's interpretation of language. Now, up until this point, I had a very strong opinion of him in terms of the way he personally used words. I thought he always really sought to use proper definitions and really sought to understand what things meant before putting them into practice, and maybe an alternate definition to maybe throw us off the scent. However, I saw this video, and this video can be found, all credit for this video is to the channel Thrill of the Chase, who is dedicated to just clips of interviews with Forrest, and this one's a little bit older, called Mistakes Are Not Errors. And I want to play this clip for you right now.
I never heard of that being done before either, but I always make up words. And I look in the dictionary to make sure that it isn't there. My philosophy is, first of all, dictionaries retard freedom of speech. Did you know that there are 150 prepositions in the English language, and you're not supposed to use any of them on the end? I think that's terrible. People make rules like that. But I make up words. And my philosophy is this: if the reader knows exactly what you're talking about, then who cares what the word is? Why does it have to be a real word?
Okay, so if your mind's not blown by that, I just don't know what to say. If you're new to the chase, maybe you're not new to the chase, maybe you've already seen this video and it doesn't affect you in any way. But after I saw this video, I was just in shock and disbelief. Going back and reading through the poem and everything that I thought things could mean, just based on what I'd look a word up and say, okay, it could mean this, this, or this. Everyone, people like to focus on the blaze, right? Blaze and all the things blaze could mean. When really, according to Forrest, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a real definition. It could just be whatever he wants it to mean, and all you have to do is know what he means. And it just made me ponder. There's literally no way. There's just no way you can ever solve this thing just by looking at a map. You really have to study this man night and day to understand how he thinks and what he would, when he would see something, what it would signify to him. What kind of word would Forrest use when he saw, a fast car go by? You know what I mean? I couldn't even think of an example, but what would Forrest think? You really have to get into the mind of Forrest Fenn when you're reading this poem, and not just opening up Google Earth and studying. I know he says all you need is the poem and a good map. But if the poem really could be interpreted however he feels those words could be, and he says it himself, if the reader knows what you're talking about, well, that means you literally need to know what he is talking about. You can't just know what things mean. You have to know. And I apologize because in a previous video, I had said that, we could just use logic and reasoning to pull this off. But it appears that Forrest is not quite that kind of person. Now, I am not going to say, what I will not say is that he is full of it, right? I won't say that. I really, I've looked into his eyes and his soul, and he really, this is something that was really meaningful for him. And I don't think he wanted to be found in 1 week. That wouldn't have really done much for him for it to be found in 1 week. Now, he's said in multiple interviews that he doesn't receive anything from the book sales. So even though he might be a master marketer, all the profits from those books go to, I can't remember exactly where he said the profits go to. Maybe somebody could drop me a comment and tell me where those profits go. But he said he published it with his own expense and that he's not received compensation for the book sales, which is fantastic, even though, they were going from, he was selling $25 a month to $25 an hour after he went on the Today Show. But I just want to know what your thoughts are on this. This really has plagued me. I'm a little bit plagued by this new knowledge that It was right under my nose. And if you're not subscribed, I mean, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. Though I am an opinion channel, you know, I've given you my opinions, and I'm more for entertainment than anything else. If you're not, I'd love for you to subscribe to me. But if you're not subscribed to that channel called Thrill of the Chase, and I'll leave the card up here, I highly advise you to subscribe to that channel. All it is just clips from Forrest Fenn interviews. None of this bullcrap commentary like that you get from some other channels, maybe my channel too. But just straight facts, just understanding the mind of Forrest and what makes him tick and how he thinks. And I think that is the secret to figuring it out. And we'll talk about, I'm gonna make about 2 or 3 videos today on different things that I've learned this week. And I just want some help. You know, I'm diligently trying to dig in this imaginary trench to find out where it is, and hopefully something I say can prompt someone else. At the end of the day, I want to find the treasure. No bones about it. I'm not doing this for YouTube revenue or whatever. I want to find the treasure, but I hope that if I don't find the treasure, that someone else finds it really soon so that I can pick up a new hobby that might be profitable to me. You know, because every day I sit here and daydream about New Mexico and Montana and Wyoming and not Colorado. I just get whisked away, and I feel like the hours just fade away like minutes. And I would love to either find it or help someone else find it very, very soon. So if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like and maybe a comment on something that you thought, or maybe another video that's kind of changed your perspective in a very strong way like that. I'd love to hear some of your feedback. And as always, if you're not subscribed, I really appreciate you subscribing to my channel. The more influence I can get, the more I might be able to help someone else, and the more help I might receive at the same time. So thank you guys so much for watching. God bless. Have a great day.